Cruise travelers are reporting that finding deals has never been more difficult and that the old tips and tricks just do not work anymore. We're going to share 10 things that are working and how you can search for deals even in this market where ships are sailing full and sometimes even overbooked. Before we get started, welcome to Cruise Tips TV. I'm Sherry, nice to meet you. And my family and I travel the world and share cruise tips and tricks to help you make every cruise your dream cruise. We'd love to invite you to subscribe if you haven't already and check out how you can follow our travels on social media down in the description below. Be sure to stay until the very end of this video because we want to hear from you. We have a very specific question, so you gotta stick around. All right, you guys ready? Let's tackle this topic. Are there any cruise deals out there? They're out there, but they're not easy to find. Right now, we should be in the middle of the hottest cruise deal season. But even the most experienced cruise travelers are finding themselves so frustrated at the lack of cost savings. It makes you wonder, is there even gonna be like a wave season this year, or is it just a lost cause? I don't know. But let's talk about wave season. What is it? Wave season is a time of year when cruise lines run some of their most aggressive sales, in theory. Wave season starts right after the winter holiday period, and it continues until about the end of March every single year. But usually we start to see those sales prices happening around the holiday season. So kind of around that Thanksgiving, Hanukkah, Christmas holiday time. Instead, though, cruisers are reporting that the sales are, well, they're fake and that the prices are just inflated and then sort of like falsely discounted. Not good, right? That upsets people. So here are some ways, some real ways, you guys, where you can get around this. Tip number 1, try the 90-day trick. Our community reports that oftentimes when cruise lines expect final payment from their customers, which is around the 90-day point, there's a slew of people who just cancel their cruise. So what this does is it opens up some cabins for booking where just weeks ago, ships might have appeared to be totally sold out, like before this 90-day period, or nearly sold out. You could give this a try. While it's not super foolproof, it's worth trying if you can cruise in about 90 days or so. But because most people can't do that necessarily, 90 days might be too short of notice, this next tip is probably the most timely and relevant one that we can all employ right now. So travel agents are reporting that the best deals are for cruises that are booked super far in advance. In a way, this is good because it rewards travelers for planning ahead. But in all reality, for some people, it's also hard to plan things that far in advance. Maybe you don't know if you'll have the money or if your school or work schedule might be like up in the air a little bit. But if you're the plan ahead type, this is your best strategy right now, is booking really super early and securing the deals in this particular climate. It's kind of shifting. It didn't used to be this way. It used to be all about last minute, and now it's kind of shifting a little bit. Speaking of travel agents, our third tip is to use one. Travel agents, also known as travel advisors, they have access to what's called group rates, meaning they, along with their host agency, can book blocks of rooms at reduced rates. Now, this will likely require that you're flexible about when you cruise, but you can ask your travel advisor to help you find group rates. They're not always available on every sailing. It doesn't work that way. It's just sometimes. But when they are, they can save you really big, and only a travel agent can help you with this. So talk to your agent about group rates. They totally know what this is. Our fourth strategy is my personal favorite and something that we do all the time. Rather than booking the shiny new ship that's in demand both price and capacity-wise, start with older ships. Cruise lines are still selling cabins for less on these older ships, and oftentimes they're nearly identical, you guys, to their newer sisters. In fact, we find that sometimes the older ships have even more friendly and attentive staff and crew. And again, not always, but sometimes. I love this tip. It's totally my favorite. Coming in at number 5, we have 3 cruise line websites to check for last minute deals. Number 1, Carnival Cruise Line. Here's how. Log in with your VIFP number and go to the search area. Carnival's kind of random in how they assign deals to their loyalty members, and our community is reporting that they're scoring some deals on Carnival. Next up, Princess Cruises. On the Princess Cruises website, go to the Cruise Deals section and look for their drop and go rates. Lastly, MSC continues to offer low-cost deals, you guys. They throw in drink packages, kids sale free, lots of promos at MSC. One of our community members found and booked a Norwegian Fjords cruise for $4,100 for, wait for it, 4 people with the help of their travel agent for next year. Just know that the experience on MSC is going to be more European than the mass market lines that you're used to in North America. We've cruised twice with MSC, and both times we really like the experience a lot. Now, if you can afford the Yacht Club or the Aria experience, book those. Tip number 6, sign up for and read your emails from the cruise line. I know, we don't want spam, right? The cruise lines though, you guys, they're still aggressively marketing their cruises. They're doing it even though they're selling out, and they're absolutely gonna email you, their existing customer, when they have unsold cabins. So don't mark those emails as spam. You're gonna find there might sometimes be savings in there. Don't overlook this one. All right, if you're a flexible traveler, our number 7 tip is for you. If you can travel immediately, you can and should look for last minute savings. Now, gone are the days when every cruise line, every ship, every itinerary has unsold inventory. That's not where we are right now, but there's still some last minute sales out there. Best way to search this is by going straight to the cruise line's website, searching for cruises within the next 30 to 60 days and looking for those last minute bargains. They're tricky to find, you guys. It's not as easy, but there are some out there. Tip number 8, don't dismiss the luxury and ultra premium lines. Our community is reporting deals on lines like Cunard and Azamara. These are people who normally sail mass market lines like Royal Caribbean and Princess, but they're willing to try something new. It's a really good way to experience something more tranquil and laid back, and if your dates are flexible, there's never been a better time to try these more premium lines. Now, of course, it's going to cost more than a mass market experience. It's luxury, but they are the ones who seem to be discounting. Coming in at number 9, it's tenacity, right? You gotta just keep looking. You might see something's really pricey one week, then a few weeks later, bam, a deal appears. You just have to get really regular, you guys, about searching the cruise line website. It's working for some people. I know it's a lot of work, and we don't all have the time, but it can pay off, and your travel agent can help you with this one too. Last tip, use comparative websites to search prices. Our travel agency partner, Dream Vacations, has a great search engine you can customize. It has this like little thing that we'll link to down below where you go to cruise search. It's really cool. And then you kind of plug in your desired dates, your departure port, and you can compare cruise options side by side. It's a really nice way of doing things without having to go to each individual cruise line. All right, are you still here? If so, we want to hear from you at this point. Where and how did you find your best cruise deal during this crazy climate? See, what we find is that the best tips and tricks come from our awesome cruise-loving community, so share them down below in the comments and let other people benefit from your knowledge. Happy cruise hunting, and until next time, friends, we'll see you on the high seas. Bye-bye.